Hey everybody, Jeff here at Fat Boy Farms. I have just totally lost all control of this garden. It has gone just absolutely crazy, and I don't think I will ever catch back up. The spaghetti squash have kind of taken over everything in this corner of the garden. There are supposed to be cucumbers, acorn squash, cantaloupe in here, along with Brussels sprouts and broccoli, cauliflower, which, I mean, you can see some. It's there. Some of it's coming. There are some plants that have stuff on them. Then over here, the eggplants, I guess, are doing okay. There's a nice big one down in there. I don't know if you can see very well, but the blade of grass out of the way, but there is a nice sized eggplant down in there. The tomatoes over on this side have kind of taken over my raised bed, but there are beets growing in there and lettuce. I've got to fight my way in here to harvest some lettuce before some of it I think is probably already gone bad. But there is lettuce in there. The beets, I got to check. Maybe they're ready to harvest. But the tomatoes, these are a combination of volunteer cherry tomatoes and some Roma tomatoes that I planted because I didn't know exactly what they were. But as you can tell, they have just taken off. And then we'll go around the weed bed here. Not sure what kind of a plant that is, but got some morning glories that have come along in here. First time ever I've had morning glories. I know there's lots of plants, but I've never seen the flowers come out before. Over on this side, like I say, we've got the volunteer. We've got a volunteer squash plant here. And I just happened to see this nice big squash, so I'm really hoping that is a spaghetti squash. Not a spaghetti squash, a butternut squash. And we've also got sweet potatoes in there. They look like they're growing a little better than they were now that the weeds are all out. Sunflowers are growing, but whether they'll ever get big enough to have an actual flower on them, I don't know. Have some cabbage here that's growing a little better now. And then just this forest of tomato plants. It's a mixture here of big boys, Romas, and cherry tomatoes. And they're growing. There's tomatoes in there. And then we've got green beans. Oh, and mixed in with the tomato plants somewhere there is basil in there if I ever find it. I'm not sure. And some green beans over here that I've really got to get in here and get some of them harvested too, because I don't know if you can see very well, but there is a bunch of green beans just right there, and those things are really pretty big. I'd say probably 8-10 inches long, maybe. I don't know. But they're big, so they got to get harvested right along. So, just wanted to show you what's happened to my garden. I hope your garden has given you a good harvest and doesn't look quite as bad and overgrown as mine. But we're definitely going to get some harvest out of here as soon as I can find my way through there. And I mean, just look at some of these spaghetti squash. I don't know that I've ever seen spaghetti squash this size before in my life. But well, happy gardening, everybody.